They never ask what happens to the soul, only what the spell can do. The hunger always sounds like hope. Magic always costs. The illusion is that you think you decide the price. They all ask for miracles, but none ever ask the most important question. Who will they choose this time? This ledger holds every spell I've ever granted, each one with a price. They bring me tears and names, and I give them power. Not all of them knew what they were sacrificing. Some didn't care. Aveline Vex, Spell of Light, Soul Taken. Father, Harun Kale, Spell of Protection. Soul Taken. Twin Sister, Mira Eltran, Spell of Sight Beyond Death. Soul Taken. Unborn Child. Some begged me to change their choice after the ink had dried. But ink is not the only thing that stains these pages. Asher Varin. Spell. The Resurrection. Soul Taken. Fiancé. They never ask what happens to the soul. Only what the spell can do. The hunger always sounds like hope. Magic always costs. The illusion is that you think you decide the price. People think the spell is the miracle. They never understand. The miracle is that they believe it's worth it. Soft breath, and now a new page waits. Ink still wet, name not yet written. Spell requested. To make them forget. Footsteps hesitant, barely a whisper on the stone. Another one has found me. They always do. Eventually. She stands at the threshold, shaken, eyes full of grief, and something worse, hope. I don't speak. I let the silence do what words never can. She steps forward, hands trembling, clutching a photo. I've seen that look 1,000 times. The look of someone who's lost everything and is willing to lose even more. She speaks. Please, I don't care what it takes. I just want her back. Ah, that word again. Back. As if timing is a thread. As if death is a doorway. As if the universe takes returns. She kneels, crying now. I'll give anything. I open the book. The pages flutter like wings. They always know where to land. Spell requested. Reversal of final breath. A bold one. A cruel one. And now, the price. The ledger glows faintly. Her name appears, and beneath it, Soul Taken. Little Rose brother. She doesn't ask who. None of them do. She only asks, how long will it take? I close the book. The answer is always the same. It already has. They don't leave. Not really. The ones I've taken. The ones they've given. Their names don't fade. Their screams don't soften. Sometimes I still hear them. In the dark. In the quiet. Just before I sleep. A girl with braids. Humming the lullaby her father sang. A boy missing half his face. Still asking if it hurt. They visit me. Not out of vengeance. But because I remembered them. Because I wrote them down. Every spell I grant leaves a mark on me. Not just them. I don't forget. I can't forget. That is the real curse. Not the magic. Not the deals. But the echoes that follow. They say I don't feel. That I'm a monster. That I tried souls without care. But they're wrong. There was one deal. One I never should have made. Her name was Leora. She didn't beg. She didn't cry. She just asked. For my son, she said. I'll give anything. I told her the price. She nodded. Didn't even flinch. She whispered his name as she walked away. But the soul the magic chose wasn't hers. It was his, her son. He never even got to use the spell. He died before it finished binding. Magic obeys logic, but souls obey something else. I tried to fix it. I tried to take it back, but once a soul is taken, it never returns. That was the first time I screamed. That was the first time I cared. The last time I ever hesitated. The spells are getting stranger, more violent, more unstable. I used to craft them carefully, like a clockmaker tuning fate. Now, they burn, they scream, they twist in ways I never intended. It's not just what they ask for, it's how the magic responds. The boy asked for strength. The spell shattered his bones, just to rebuild them. A girl wanted to speak to the dead. Now they never stop whispering. She hasn't slept in weeks. The magic used to listen to me. Now I think it's watching, waiting. The ledger hums when I open it. It turns its own pages. I used to give spells. Now I wonder if I'm just delivering them, like a courier for something older and something hungrier. What am I becoming? A sorcerer? A gatekeeper? Or just the middleman for something worse? They think I'm the threat, but I'm just the symptom. There are others, worse than me. Hunters, witch burners, sanctified in light, drowning in blood. They wear holy symbols like armor, but they kill for power, not justice. They don't ask questions. They don't believe in mercy. They come for the spell book, for the souls. For me, there's a preacher with silver eyes. He speaks in tongues and swings a blade carved from bone. There's a twin-faced assassin. One side smiles, the other weeps. Both kill. And then there's her, the girl who gave up her own soul just to track me. They call themselves the Purifiers, but they're poison wrapped in scripture. They burn what they don't understand. And I'm on every wanted list, dead or bound. They don't see what I see. They don't hear the ledger whisper. They think they're hunting a sorcerer, but they're chasing a doorway. And one day, it will open. The candle burns low. Ash clings to the edges of the spell book. I hear the knock before it reaches the door. 3 soft taps. Always 3. I don't answer right away. I let them wait. They always do. I close the book, slide it back into its box, press my palm to the seal. It hums faintly, like it remembers every name inside. I wash the ink from my hands, not the blood that never leaves. I light another candle, not for me, for the one they'll trade. I open the door. A woman stands in the rain, shaking, crying. Hope clings to her like fog. She doesn't speak. She doesn't have to. I already know her question. I already know the price. I invite her in. Because that's what I do. Because that's all I can do. Another spell. Another soul. Another knot.